Ever since IFFi found its permanent home in Goa 15 years back, INOX has been the prime screening partner for IFFi. And today we are privileged to have with us the director of INOX Group, Mr. Siddharth Jain. Now, a very interesting story, a very interesting journey, because from a family that is reputed for industrial gases and chemical business, Siddharth Jain is a scion who pretty much charted his own course. And from a family business of industrial gases and chemicals to film exhibition, how did the entire idea, just sprout up?
So Ruchika, first of all, thank you and to Doordarshan for inviting me here for this conversation. We had this glorious event of the 50 years of IFFi, and we've been partners with IFFi for the past 15 years. And for us at the INOX Group, we've been around for almost 80 years now. And we've, as you rightly mentioned, we've been a family that's been basically based and in manufacturing of industrial gases and chemicals. And in the late 1990s, our family decided to diversify into the services industry. At that time, multiplexes, the concept of multiplexes hadn't come in. So in 1999, we formed this new entity simply to enter the services business as, India was really coming out of the industrial phase and into the consumer phase at that time. And I think in 2002 was our first multiplex in Pune, and it's been a beautiful 18-year journey ever since, and we're really happy that we entered this industry.
IFFi was pretty much a turning point even for INOX, because prior to INOX, there was no multi-screen theatre in Goa. And when IFFi came up, IFFi needed a venue, and that's how this entire collaboration sprang up. So I just want you to revisit those days when this entire discussion happened and you got this opening into Goa.
So it's indeed been such an exciting journey over the past 15 years, and it's all due to the vision of the late Chief Minister, and we owe him a debt of gratitude and what he has done not only for Goa but for IFFi. As you're well aware, it's the 50th year, and at some point the government of India realized that it needs its own dedicated venue to showcase these beautiful films, almost 200 of them every year. And it was about 2002 when the government of Goa kind of conceptualized that we should have our own venue, and that's when we partnered with them. There was a tender process, and we partnered with them to create this iconic structure. And back then, of course, the cinema industry has evolved a lot over the past 15 years. But I think for if you roll back to 2003 and 4, we had international architects come and design this place, and I think to date, this property stands out as one of the finest movie theaters in the country.
Definitely, the aesthetics of INOX Panjim are, to reckon with. लेकिन उसके साथ ही मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता दूं कि पूरे 10 दिन के लिए साल में INOX कमर्शियल बिजनेस के लिए बंद हो जाता है, because all the screens are exclusively dedicated to IFFi and the movie lovers and the delegates. So I'm sure while commercially it doesn't help INOX at that time, but it's a great branding and exposure exercise for you at that time. So what have been the takeaways over the last 15 years of partnering with one of the world's best and the biggest film festivals?
So, Ruchika, basically, in the film business, the value chain, you've got, the movie makers, production, distribution, and exhibition. We've always been on the exhibition side of it. But if there is no production and no new content, there's no point having cinema screens. It's our belief that unless we don't bolster and encourage new filmmakers to come and experiment and make content, we won't need to make any more screens. So it's our duty as part of this industry, and we're very happy to participate in it, to give our screens to those small filmmakers who never get an opportunity to show their films. For example, in India today, we show about 1,100 unique movies, mainstream, in our cinemas. On it, that's about 20 films a week. That's the kind of content that's available today. But these small films that are being shown at IFFi, almost 200 of them, they don't get an opportunity to be screened. So first of all, we as the exhibition industry need to invest more along with the support of the government, to build more screens in India. At the same time, we need to encourage small filmmakers who don't have the opportunity of showing their films on the big screen. It's our investment to help them showcase their product.
So, for a lot of you who may remember when I tell you the tagline of INOX is "Live the movie." And I think one of the major ways that you can live a movie is through a very well-equipped acoustically and technically and digitally kind of a cinema hall that allows you to do a great projection of a film. INOX has always been on the forefront of technological advancement, bringing new technologies of exhibition and projection into India. And Panjim, INOX has always been lucky to get the best of those due to IFFi. So, पिछले कुछ सालों में जब से ये फिल्म सिनेमा हॉल चालू हुआ, आपने टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या-क्या चेंजेस किए यहाँ पर?
So, Ruchika ji, basically INOX stands on three legs, which is of course on technology, luxury, and the quality of our service. Just recently, a month ago, we're very proud to announce that in Mumbai at Malad at Inorbit Mall, we were able to launch the world's first cinema with the maximum number of formats under one roof. There are 6 distinct formats, movie watching formats under one roof. And this has never been done anywhere in the world. It was a massive investment, and the reason we did that is we wanted to change the experience of movie watching for our patrons. Just the way the quality of the movies being made is improving, the quality of where and how you watch your movies is improving. We've got the India's first and only Screen X, which is a 270-degree screen. We have an IMAX, we have an MX 4D, which is, it's the first MX 4D in India. It's an American technology. We have a Kiddles concept dedicated only for children. We have our ultra luxury concept, our signature style called Insignia. And we have the Mumbai's first Samsung Onyx LED. So we've invested heavily in technology, including laser projection. And I think India is in fact taking the lead globally in the cinema exhibition business.
तो चलिए इससे ये बात पता चलती है कि इंटरनेशनली मूवी किसी भी फॉर्मेट पर शूट हुई हो, द IFFi venues are fully equipped to exhibit those films to the delegates. Having said that, आप इस बिजनेस में हो और फिल्मों के मैजिक से अछूते हो जाएं, वो तो नहीं हो सकता है. सो आई वांट टू फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम यू दैट अपार्ट फ्रॉम कमिंग टू गोवा टू जस्ट ओवरसी द अरेंजमेंट्स फॉर IFFi, personally, what else do you do at the International Film Festival of India? Do you catch some films at all?
Well, I'm extremely excited that this year they're showing the old Oscar favorites, and The Godfather is my favorite film. So I do hope to take out some time to try and watch that film this time.
जी, और गॉडफादर शायद इनकी इतनी फेवरेट है कि इन्होंने एक आइनॉक्स बकेट जो है वो गॉडफादर के थीम पे निकाली है. सो ही इज प्रोबेबली द एल कपोन ऑफ इंडियन सिनेमा एग्जिबिशन बिजनेस. पर्सनली आई वुड लाइक यू टू नेम प्रोबेबली 3 of your most favorite actors to us.
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan is number one. There's no question. Robert De Niro is another one, and Al Pacino. These would be my 3 favorites.
Well, that's fantastic. 50 years of IFFi in India, 50 years of Amitabh Bachchan in the industry. That's a whole lot of golden jubilees happening this year. And thank you so much for your time, Mr. Jain. This has been a fantastic conversation.
Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.